Okay, this question is from Then Parish. Your question is, for unforeseen circumstances, you can't practice with a team. How can I improve by myself if you've got your season coming up this fall? I think there's a story of the Serena and Venus Williams sisters, right? The tennis players. And when they were growing up, I believe it was their dad who was an employee, or he worked by a tennis facility, tennis courts, tennis training facility. And because he spent a lot of time there, so did Serena and Venus, right? So they just spent a lot of time around people who were playing, trainers, coaches, players. So I think, right, what I'm alluding to is that if you have a facility by your house or an area where there's people who, right, a mix of ideas and knowledge, right, you want to have players around you. You might not have a team, right? You might not have a formal team to play or to practice on, but that doesn't mean that, right, you want to find the closest facility where high-level players are training, and then you want to try and learn from them, either by watching or directly interacting with them, so that you can raise your ability level and also just gain knowledge, right? Ask, the biggest compliment is if you ask high-level players, tell me about your routine, or, just engage with them. And if they're, I think the truly great players love to share ideas and knowledge with younger players. So I think that'd be a great place to start. There's also a lot of things that you could do in terms of your personal practice routine. I've been playing soccer for upwards of 27 years, and only in the past few months have I really taken, I've been very thoughtful about, if I only had 15 minutes, 20 minutes a day, what are 3 or 4 things that I could do that are really going to help me sustain a high level of playing and keep my touch sharp? It might seem counterintuitive, or it might not seem like it relates. But if you check out a YouTube video, if you search "How to Breathe" by Dr. Belissa Vranich, Vranich. Breathing is super, super important. Think about how many times you breathe in a day. If you're breathing improperly, right? If you're a vertical breather, right? If someone says take a deep breath, and you go like this, and you go, and you're raising up your shoulders, you're breathing up into your chest. This isn't good. What you want to start to do is develop breathing through your diaphragm, right? So you want to go. That's the proper way to breathe, right? All babies are belly breathers. All animals in the animal kingdom are belly breathers. So watch your video, learn how to breathe properly, right? Invest 10 minutes, and this is going to completely change the way that you operate on a day-to-day basis. To follow up with that, the O2 trainer for, I believe it's $40, invented by this guy named Bas Rutten. This is going to strengthen your breathing muscles. It's proven to cure asthma, right? Clinically proven to cure asthma, not just tested, proven. This is something that I do for a few minutes every day, and I notice it makes me more focused after I use it. I feel calmer. It engages your core, and for those reasons, it might not be the cheapest breath trainer on the market, but this was the first one I used, so I'm biased towards it. So give this a try if you're serious about your personal training routine and you really want to pursue soccer to take it to the next level. I'd invest in one of these puppies, right? Super portable. I bring this guy everywhere I go. The next thing, right? If you've ever seen the movie Dirty Dancing, there's a quote by Patrick Swayze which goes, he says, he's talking to the chick, and he says, "You can know the steps, but you have to feel the music," right? You could know the right steps. You could know the right steps to a song or the way to dance, but if you don't feel it in your body, then you won't be the best player that you can be, right? So, or you can't be the best dancer you could be. So, right, we have here an RMT rope, and an RMT rope it's just a rope, right? It's maybe a little bit longer. It's a little bit longer than I am tall. And what a rope can help you do is synchronize your movement and make you more, right? It's going to help you become more coordinated, and it's going to improve your movement on and off the field. And why this is so important is because your body's connected from fingertips to finger toes. And the way you move, right, your ability to move on the field, right, when you're sprinting, when you're jumping, you want to be in control of your body. So what this does, it synchronizes your movement and your timing and your rhythm, and makes it so that it just makes you a better player. And I can't really put into words how powerful this rope, the simple rope is, right? This training was invented by David Weck, who also invented the Bosu ball. He's invented Weck steps, propulsors, a whole bunch of things. And this is gonna give your soccer training a foundation, right? And the foundation is rhythm, right? So what you're really doing is training your rhythm, and you'll see it more when you start juggling and when you start dribbling, how important rhythm is, right? There's a rhythm to the game, there's a rhythm to life. So with the simple rope, you can harness, you can really harness that power and unlock your soccer abilities. Because what you want to learn is a rope flow pattern called the alternating underhand sneak. And the way to do the alternating underhand sneak is like this. First, you start swinging a rope upwards. Then you want to take your opposing hand and at first grab your elbow, and then first grab your wrist. And this took me 2 days to learn. It might seem a bit, it feels a bit funny when you start learning it. And then you grab the handle, right? One of the rope handles. So you're swinging like this. The next step is to swing around the back. So you go here, 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 right? That's the next step. I guess step 3. And this is where it gets a little tricky. So there's an acronym that goes wings wide, pick a side. So what you're gonna do is you go wings wide, pick a side. So wings wide, pick a side, come over, and then wings wide, pick a side, come over. One more time. Wings wide. Wings wide, pick a side, come over. Wings wide. Wings wide, pick a side. 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 Let's see it from the back. Wings wide, pick a side. Wings wide, pick a side. Let's see it from the side. Right, so it's wings wide, pick a side, come over. Right, so you raise. It's a reverse jump rope pattern. It's a traditional jump rope. You swing it forward and jumping over it. For this alternating underhand sneak, you're swinging the rope backwards, and as you swing it backwards, you take the momentum of the rope, and then you're going from here, and the momentum's taking the rope. You just bring it over, right? The rope's coming, and you swing it. This hand comes here, and this hand comes over your body, right? Wings wide, pick a side. Wings wide, pick the other side. Pick the other side. And why this is so powerful is that every time that you do this revolution of this alternating underhand sneak, right? So you go here, and then you start whipping your arms down, and popping your knee up, why this is so powerful is it's going to work this position right here. So you go from here, swing, to here, right? So it mimics a sprinter's pose. It mimics a jump. What it is it's a low impact way to improve everything that's important on the field, right? So I noticed immediately that my juggling started improving. I was more aware of what my hands were doing when I was juggling, which in turn improved my ball striking, which improved my passing, right? So it's all connected. It's all connected. It's completely changed my life. Right, this arm tee rope and with David Weck has completely changed my life. So I would check this out for sure. The third thing that you could do every day for a few minutes a day, at least, is start playing with the Skills Kick Trainer, right? $24 on Amazon. You bring this everywhere you go, and it'll help you get thousands of touches, in a fun way, right? A fun way. There's a story of this guy, Josh Waitzkin, right? He's one of the best chess players of all time, and he wanted to learn surfing. So he bought a one wheel, and he started riding it all over New York City. And a one wheel, it's kind of like an electric skateboard, but it mimics the same position of a surfboard. So he was training, even though there's no not easy access to ocean and waves in New York, he was able to increase his volume of training just by buying something that mimicked surfing. So, right, the Skills Kick Trainer is to soccer as the one wheel is to surfing. It's just going to help you increase your volume of touches and your ball striking and timing, rhythm, weight transfer, all good things. So I definitely invest in one of these, or you could make one yourself, right? Get a size 1 ball, some rope, duct tape, tie off a handle with the rope, and boom, you got yourself a Skills Kick Trainer. Then we could do the next most important thing, juggling, right? Start bringing a tennis ball with you everywhere you go, whether it's work, vacation, going for walks, grocery store. Start getting touches everywhere you are. Bring your practice with you and make it become a part of your identity, right? It's not like I go to practice or I go to a game. I would juggle perpetually. Don't let the ball hit the ground. Start carrying a tennis ball with you everywhere you go. I would check out _Tide.fitness_ on Instagram. This gentleman will help you. He'll show you what thoughtful, focused, rhythmic juggling looks like, and you could see his progression over time. So there are things that he's doing that just blow my mind and that are super simple, but these are things that I'm working towards every day. So definitely give him a look. _Tide.fitness_. And another thing that you could do that can really take your game to the next level, that's super underrated, is ball skills mastery. If you check out Cover Coaching or Cover Skills app on Android, iOS, you get a small ball and you master one ball mastery drill a week, right? That's 52 moves in a year. Or you master, right, once a month. That's 12 moves a year, and you spend a few minutes every day doing it. Your ball mastery is gonna tremendously improve. So that's Cover, COERVER, skills mastery or ball mastery. That you can YouTube that as well. So I hope some of these ideas help, and reach out with any questions. All right, thank you.